Well, here we are, the race 3 recap. Some controversy in this one, but overall, I thought was a fun race here at Iowa. So let's go over some of the key things, key parts. Some things controversial, some things the admin team has reviewed, and then there's some other things as well. So here we're starting out early, a lap 1, lap 2 scenario. Your front row leaders here, the one of Warm Snugs and JTB Top Gun. Top Gun low here, and Snugs on P2. Snugs has been practicing all week for this. Needed to get into rhythm, and he found his rhythm here. So here you can see here, mid lane, 1, gets a good run on exit, and he's getting to the point where it looks like he might go inside, but look, no call inside, no call. So before we go into the corner, there was no call here from the spotter that he's inside. A bit of an angled look here. One of the scenarios where we look up, and this will come into play later, which is if you give that inside lane and they're there, people tend to jump that. They tend to jump that. And here, the one did. It isn't until entry that they get into their lanes that you get the one inside call. He does say one inside. At this point, I think the smart play, if you are the 81 car, is he's inside, stay my lane. Even though he did dive bomb you, that's what I would. It's lap 2 here, guys. It's lap 2 here. Yes, he dive bombed you. It's fine. However, on contraire, because the one was a little upset about this and he felt like he got squeezed purposely. I don't think that's the case. We ruled this a racing incident. The one here probably needs to realize, hey guys, we're breaking away from this lead pack. I'm going to be able to pass you. All right, that was a bit of an aggressive move. He doesn't even get inside of him until on corner entry. I think that's what we would consider a dive bomb. As a result, the 81 kind of runs his normal lane, and that gets the one on the apron. And as a result, we get an early lap, spin, and there's that. So I think at the end of the day, let's just remember, and I think Snugs understands this. It's early. It's early. Let's not squeeze our league mates, but also at the same time, you don't have to dive bomb there. Go pass them. You'll pass them with time. Break away. The early race needs to be getting away from the pack and getting ironed out. So early controversy there, but we ruled this a racing incident. Just wanted to highlight here, lap 5. We've got some really good racing. The 3 and the 19 really seem to be the fast guys all day. Look at that big run on the outside by that 3 car Dense Fog. It's nothing more demoralizing than hearing that was your best lap, and then the guy's like able to get around you on the outside here. But I mean, you could just see the pull off here. The 81 really struggling with the handling of the car. Big checkup there to give room. Listen, that's what you're supposed to do. Big checkups to give people room. Here, look, 3 car takes advantage of that. The 81, and just like that, Dense Fog takes the lead. And guys, he was checked out. I mean, the 3 car won both stages. The second one, I was in like P15. I was 9 or P5, and I was like 9 seconds back from this guy. So, really, really good racing from these guys up front. Corey working his way. Here we pick up here. I'm battling with the 22 of Plasik, who has joined this race. And look at this crazy, the 23 on JGR Crime. Uber checks up on the 19. And I'm going to make that move here to come take P2. So a little JGR on JGR Crime causing some front end damage to that 19. You can see it.
Personally guarantee you top 10 tonight.
And so yeah, there's P2 here on the stage, but again, Dense Fog really opened things up and dominated both stages. So let's go on board here with JTB Mad Cheeks. This is the start of stage 2 mid-pack. I'm kind of watching this live here. Let's see what this racing looks like. Gets in, an opportunity to shoot middle. Look, big lift there, giving respect to the 87. I like that lift there. That's what we were talking about, and that's why this race remained caution-free for as long as it did. A lot of give and take there here.
Clear inside.
There's some bumping behind him. Oh, the 12 getting moved around. 26, but hey, we clean it out. Oops. Kind of got down into the 41 there. Poor old Bumblebee bumper card.
3 wide. Inside.
Big aggressive move from the 23 there. This is not that bad. This is solid. I implore JTB to use a different cam. It's just so hard to see when people are coming up on you with speed. But I mean, look, this felt like, guys, think about where we were at Vegas, and this is what we're getting in a mid-pack restart.
Clear low if you want it.
There's some beating, there's some banging,
Clear outside.
but we're straightening each other out. Let's see the one there try to get his nose in.
Clear low.
JTB is having a bad time,
Clear.
but for the most part, pretty clean start in that mid-pack racing. I appreciate that, boys. Later in the same stage here, we're on board with the 20 of Dilly Tune, part of our international outreach program. Oh, big check up there. Listen, this is, again, Dilly, big lift there. A 48 behind him, lifted as well, gave some room. This is some competitive racing. Look at that 11 car. Ooh, getting real loose. Oh, shit, look at that 11 car. Oh, poor Jeff. Big check up in the corner. Sheesh. Hey, but we get ironed out. We're not wrecking. Fix the damage at the stage break. Let's go on board here. I want to go a little bit further back, actually. Seems like he passed him here, but this was a good battle between these two. Plenty of room being given. The 74 trying to make it work on the high lane. Dilly able to kind of get to the bottom.
One high. Clear up top.
Big check up there. Look. Yeah, 74 really struggling. That's your points leader after the day. Not the greatest of days per se, but it isn't about how you do in the middle race, it's how you finish. So this is good pass up here by Dilly Tune. First time experience on ovals this year, coming over playing some NASCAR with us. But again, you want to talk about how dominant the 3 car was through this race. These guys are like 20 seconds behind P1, and they're just outside the top 10. So Dilly sends it in, big downshift. So good fun mid-pack racing. Looks like here there you can hear him kind of getting in the fence, and 74 will concede the position for now. I want to highlight the 04 of AZ Italian. He's had some speed. The finishes aren't showing quite how fast he was. This is a battle for P5 here.
Brother, if you are going to go low, you have got to go low. This is not a you get mid and low score.
It's me getting frustrated at him. But no, I thought the 04 raced me real clean. And look at this. I go low to split the 9, and look what happens. I don't know what.
Oh,
the
right
04.
across my nose.
Yeah, just one of us got high, and I think he might have just got too hard into the throttle and just came flying
right
down.
my nose.
Maybe could have caught the nose of the 9, maybe. I didn't see. He is chasing it up. Yeah, I don't know. I think he may just got
Right
loose.
across my nose.
So the 04 loses it there. I didn't spin him out. No, good stuff there.
We spun a
Good
guy
racing.
right, and he must have lost it on the
It
outside.
sucks that he got parked there, but you know, really good racing, really quick cars. That 04. Expect to see him competing for wins for sure. Here we're on board the 19 car. He's trying to hold off the 38 of JJ Frank, and JJ,
Outside.
really, you know, he missed last week, coming along really well. Oh man, big contact there right in front. That's the 48 car. Trying to navigate this lap tracker. Look, the 38 gets a big run, lifts, so the 19 some room. Big respectful racing between these two guys. This is for P3 here at the end of the stage. Placek kind of ahead in the distance ahead of those 3 lappers, and of course dense fog way far up. There's Jeff losing it on exit. I hate that for him, but at least he didn't hit anybody else. This was a game of patience, because if you pushed too hard and got back on the throttle, look, a big run here, about a 38 now to the outside. The 19 gives him room. Let's see what he does here. Can he stick it on entry? Seemed like that 38 could really run multiple lanes. See if he gets a big run here. They've got this lap car. I really don't know who won this battle. Let's stick with it. This is good racing here. Just holding lanes here. Now to 38. Gets that big run. He's going to go to the inside. Let's see what Corey does. Corey, plenty of room. Early shift. Tries to get back on that throttle. Just a little loose here, and that 38 car does work for it. I appreciate the 24 there backing out, understanding these guys are fighting for position. Oh man, look at that 38. Loose. Oh, hits the wall, so he's going to lose a bit of speed. The 19 sees that. Goes underneath. Early shift. Help rotate. Back on the throttle. 38 was able to have a good turn despite the speed drop. I do not remember how this one turned out. And it looks like that might be it. JJ had a very solid run there. Again, running that, went on a high lane in 3 and 4, and then cut the corner, and that was able to get him underneath the 19. And yeah, just big battle there at the end of the stage there. Credit to the 38, 19 keeping that clean despite the lap traffic. We'd love to see that kind of clean racing here in the IWP. All right, we're lap 53 of 88 here. And, it's chaos here. Placek has been fast all day, finished P2 in that stage. Now he's up in P1. Then you've got Dense Fog, who's just been dominant in this race.
Stay low. Clear high if you want it.
Good run here by the 19. Look at this battling up here. I can't quite tell who that is behind these guys. If that's the space-time jumper in the 61 or 26. Can't quite tell, but big run there by the 19. This is quality racing up front here.
Car high.
33 laps to go.
Outside. Stay low.
Just big battles in stage 3. Nobody knows,
Still there.
will a caution come? Are we going to get green flag pit stops?
Clear.
Look at that, 22 in the wall, and that's going to clear the way here to the bottom.
Out in front. Nice job. Clear up top.
Good early shift. 3 is able to get underneath him as well, and a big run here, so a little bit of a cross as that 3 car pinching him down a little bit. Oh, that 19 definitely didn't want to get the bottom lane. We'll see if that works out for him later. But no, that 19 car to the lead for the first time that I've seen today, and the first time we've seen Dense Fog not be the clear out fastest car on the track. But I mean, look, high lane, you can see him getting a run. Gonna push the 19 here. This is quality racing. Good stuff, fellas. All right, after a caution late, we had a restart, and it looks like GM Rabu here, Phil, 85 car, may have taken 2 tires on strategy. We have the 3 in P2, and then the 19, looks like right behind him, maybe that's the 42. Big early,
Outside now.
big lift here. Let him collect himself. He's up high. The 3 is cleared for the lead here.
One outside.
Oh, but a big dive in there by Corey. Big, quick, early downshift. Gets that car rotated to the lead, and a caution comes out. And that's enough to put the 19 in front, followed by Fog, Finn, Hellseeker, and Placek here. As we're getting under 10 to go here soon. All right, now we're here to the controversial final restart of this race. In P1 is Corey Russell. The 19 car has been battling, been quick all day, but not quite race leading speed until stage 3. So what adjustments did he make? Placek has been quick all day, P2 in stage 2. Behind them is the 81. I don't know who's quite to the outside of him, but then, of course, you've got Hellseeker, you've got Dense Fog, who's won. So all of the big dogs are up front here.
Outside.
I think it might mean me to the outside, actually.
2 to go this time.
It is.
Outside
So let's
now.
see, 2 to go. What happens from this perspective of the 81 and what led to the first punishment issued in IWP League history? So
Stay low. Outside door.
low here on entry. 42 tries to make a dive underneath, decides to back out.
Stay low.
Hold lane, a big
Outside
shove.
now. Clear outside. Clear, all clear. One more time, buddy. One more time. Straight and smooth.
White flag.
Clear, clear.
White flag lap here. The big shove comes in. All right, it looks like the 22 does lose it. Hey, listen, everybody look right there. All right, I got a big old shove right there. All right, before y'all start blaming me. And I'm chasing up the track, but look at the 22, right? Unprompted. That ain't on me. All right, anyway, back to these guys. So this is, we're on the backstretch, going to the final turn. The 19, he's mid-track. He has no interest in the high lane. He knows that he wants to go bottom lane. All right. And he's got to make a decision. Is he going to try to get to the bottom, or is he going to try to pass him on top? And this is where I just want to go. I just want you to listen to the revs, see where he lifted. Did he shift? Did he do anything, or did he just send it in there?
Oh, there goes the 22.
One high. We're out front,
Oh,
driver.
I'll
Clear
do
outside.
anything for a win, damn it.
Car inside. We lost the lead. Let's get it back.
Oh, the 42 wrecked me.
Did he just say the 42 wrecked me?
We're out front,
Oh,
driver.
I'll
Clear
do
outside.
anything for a win, damn it.
Car inside. We lost the lead. Let's get it back.
Oh, the 42 wrecked me.
What? All right, let's back this up. Okay, so initially, if you look at my viewpoint of this finale, my initial thought process was, here we go. This is my perspective. My perspective was that the 81 was going low, or the 19 was the one to block, and the 81 did that. And guys, I just want to say this, and I've said this to the 81, and we've talked about this already. If you are not on the inside lane, like side by side with that car, just because there is space there does not mean that is your space. Does that make sense? Yes, the 81 is going to, and we'll see from his perspective, you know, again, matter of fact, let me just go to it. On entry into the corner here. Here we go. Jesus.
One more time.
Why is my
Straight.
time like...
Clear.
Let's go straight from his perspective, what I originally thought, and then what we saw from his perspective. So here, the 19 saying, I'm going low. Like, that is the telltale sign. And he is not next to him. He is not underneath him. There is no established inside lane. All right, this is just, I'm going to keep going lower. And if you take the 19 car away, he does not make this corner while staying on the bottom lane. We deemed that there's no way, with the way that we're watching it, he's going to make that corner at speed on the bottom lane. So Corey takes his natural arc into the corner, and he just doesn't lift at all for it, and then takes that lower. And that is the problem, right? You've got to remember, if you're P2, you need to earn P1, not take P1. That space is not yours for the taking, per se. He either needs to go outside, or you need to have a big enough run on the bottom to that. Now, if he would have just came and hit him in the rear, not like jammed him, but moved him, that's one discussion to have, right? But Iowa's, this turn, the apron is not what we would consider a turning racing surface. We saw what happened to the one earlier in the race. So to put the car there at full speed, full throttle, and try to get there is what we deemed. And at first, when you look at my perspective, I thought you can kind of see as he goes in, it looks like there was contact that shoved him down. But upon review of his camera, we deemed that no, he was sending it down there. So even if there was, I think we need to remember that just because the space is there doesn't mean you get to take, or you can take it, right? But then there's going to be repercussions, disqualified, points loss, whatever. And a big reason for this is why we don't have the winner in the playoffs type scenario, is because we want to avoid scenarios like this, right? JTB finished P2 in this race. And if he would have just continued, I was not in a scenario to take the lead. They were very happy to finish 1-2, these two. But because of that move, you know, it kind of, I'm not going to say tainted the win, but, you know, it put us in a better spot. So let's watch from my perspective the win.
Oh, fair.
Whoa,
Oh, no, where'd you?
shoot.
Did you cut?
Yeah.
One high. Clear high.
Oh my God, I'm about to win
Trying
this
to get out
race.
of the way.
I'm about to win this race.
Clear
I'm
out.
about to win this race. No way.
Cackle from hell.
Oh no, Corey. The 81 I just Austin Dillon this shit.
That was amazing.
Got it.
That is
Crazy.
hilarious.
Was it you, Finn?
Yeah, the 81 just destroyed the 19, sent him way at the track, and I just was like, oh my god, whoever was under me.
Look, punishment is punishment. Move on from it. It is what it is. Let's always aim to give our teammates space. If you're fighting for the win, I get it, but we want to see scenarios where you are fighting for wins in a way that's clean. Contact is going to occur. We understand that, but there's a difference between, taking the speed taking the corner at a speed and at an angle and at a part of the track that a pass would not be possible or deemed within the racing. I won't say guidelines, but what we're looking for. That being said, I don't want to turn around and say that Top Gun is a dirty driver. He's obviously got speed. That's back-to-back weeks in the top 2. I don't think it's fair to start pointing fingers at the 81 or anybody in that concern. I think we're fine. Just intense short track racing, but today's race was a good race, and I appreciate everybody for being a part of it.